Yo, what's up guys? Nash here coming at you with a brand new video, and today we're talking about what's probably one of the most important and also the most overlooked things, and that is how to set up your Instagram for your dropshipping store. Alright guys, so like I said, it's probably one of the most important things, but also the most overlooked, because the Instagram is literally the first point of contact that you have with your customers, especially if you're doing the Instagram influencer technique like what I talked about. So let's jump into the computer. I'm going to show you a few examples as well as some things to look for and things to actually do when you're setting up your Instagram. So let's go. So why is having a good Instagram actually important? Well, there's a few reasons, but number one, it's literally the door to your business. Okay, let's see if I can spell this. To your business. Okay, it's the front door to your business. It's the first thing that people see, especially if you're doing the Instagram influencer thing. Now, there's ways that you can get around it. You can just do like a link in bio or whatever, when you're doing an ad. But in most cases, the advertiser, whatever the page is that's advertising your ad, is actually going to link back to your, either tag you or link back to your dropshipping store or dropshipping Instagram. So you're going to want to make sure that it's on point, because if it's not, if it doesn't look professional, if it looks scammy, if it looks just like cheesy, then people will drop off and they won't actually go to your site to be able to, buy. So it's just an entire waste of money. And there's some simple things that we can do to fix it. Okay. The other reason is because you can get free traffic, okay? And how so? Well, basically, if you have good content, people like to follow pages that have good content, that have good quality photos, that have, maybe funny captions, whatever it is. People like to follow that. So if you have good quality photos, good quality content, and you're hashtagging, you're ranking for hashtags, all that kind of stuff, which I'm not going to necessarily talk about how to gain followers in this video. It's more about how to actually set it up. But you can actually get free traffic, which I do on a consistent basis. I gain about, between 50 to 75 followers per day, just through running shoutouts and just natural, natural traffic that comes through, me ranking in hashtags. So that's 50 to 75 potential new customers that I get every single day that have potential to see my products. Now, I'm not advertising a product very much at all. I only advertise a product maybe once a week. Okay, and I only advertise it for like 6 hours and then I take it back down. Okay, because I don't want ads all over my page. But whenever I do that, I usually get like 2 sales just strictly off of that. And guys, I only have like 7,000 followers, which I know is a lot, but it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so you can get some sales just through the free traffic that you generate, by having followers on your page. Now, what are some signs of a good Instagram? Okay, what are some things that you want to look for, some things that most good Instagrams have? Well, number one, and this is the first thing that people are going to see, is you need to have a good size following. Okay, you need to have a good size following. If you are following like 500 people and you only have 37 followers, it's going to look like a scam. It's going to look like you're not a legitimate business. If you're following like 32, but you only have like 100 followers, you still look like a scam. You don't look like a legitimate business, because legitimate businesses should have, a good amount of following. So if you have like 1,000, 1,500, 20,000 followers, people will want to follow that because there's more people that are following it. Okay, it's kind of like the whole psychology, fear of missing out, that kind of thing. So make sure that you have a solid following that's going out. So there's a few ways that you can grow it. Again, I told you that I'm not going to talk necessarily about how to grow a following. However, if you want to get followers fast, what you can actually do is just buy some on eBay. Just type in like buy 2,000 followers on eBay, and you can usually buy them for like $5 to $7. So it's not that expensive. But the only reason you're going to do this, and I want to clarify this because I don't want people commenting about it, but basically the reason you're going to do it is only for the social proof, to show that other people are following it. You're not going to do it to gain customers. You're not going to do it for engagement. You're not going to do it for anything else other than the simple number of followers that you have on your page. That's the only reason you're doing it. Okay, so number one, make sure you have a good size following. Number two is make sure that the content is solid. Okay, if the content is not solid, it doesn't matter how many followers you have, people are not going to follow the page, because people want to follow pages that are solid, that they want to look at on a daily basis, because they're going to get flooded with photos from your page, ideally if they're following you. So make sure that the content is good. Okay, that being said, let's jump into some examples, and I'll show you some examples of what's good and what's bad. in similar niches. So, let's just jump into it. Okay, so the first one, I see this all the time, is people advertising like free watches, free yoga pants, free, whatever it is. And they set up this Instagram account and they put like 3 photos that are stock photos of whatever the product is. Okay, so we got like, 2 stock photos and like this random, photo that's not even good on this page with only 142 followers and following 236. Okay, to me, does this look like a scam? Yes. To you, does it look like a scam? Probably. And I'm sorry if any of these stores that I'm talking about are yours. I'm not meant to, it's not meaning to like, kind of call you out or anything. If anything, it's meant to help you out. So, if anything, it's meant to help you out. So, anyways, yeah, so this looks like a scam because the content's not good. Also, the followers are not good. Let's go to another example. So many people are in the free watch niche, are in the watch niche in general, and this is what a lot of the Instagram accounts look like. I'd say a good like 70% of watch Instagram accounts that claim to do like the free watch thing are looking like this. It's just stock photos. This doesn't even fill the frame. So stock photos or like this, and these people have 705 followers, which is okay, it's decent. But you look at the engagement, it's like 12 likes, 8 likes, 16, 5. They're not getting good engagement, and that's because the content is not good. And also there's only 4. So my number one tip, if you're starting an Instagram account and you want to advertise on it, make sure that you have at least, I would say at least like 10 to 12 photos on the Instagram that are solid, that, make sense, that are relevant, before you actually start advertising, because you want to make it look like a page that's been around for a little while. So if you only have 4 pictures, like, it doesn't look legit. Okay, now I'm going to show you an example of a really, really good watch page, and that's Daniel Wellington. Okay, now this is not a dropshipping store. I'll show you another example of a dropshipping store after, but I just like, for the layout, it's very good. Okay, because guys, what we're trying to do with the dropshipping store is you have to build a brand. You have to, you can sell products all day, you can do whatever you want, but it's building a brand that allows you to, number one, gain more customers. Number 2, charge more for a product. Like, they're selling the same watch. They can probably buy this watch for maybe like $7 to $10, okay? But they'll sell it for $100, $200, $300 because they've built a brand. They have 3.7 million followers, and they build a brand around the luxury lifestyle, okay? So luxurious photo. Now look at this. They're all in some sort of, theme. And especially if you're in the watch niche, fashion, any sort of niche where people are actually wearing a product, you want to make sure that it's, you got some lifestyle photos in there. So like, for example, this one, this girl is having a ton of fun with her boyfriend and just happens to be wearing a watch, okay? The watch isn't featured, but it's there. And people subconsciously think about it while they're purchasing. So, this girl's having a ton of fun with this watch on. Maybe, it's something I should look at. And, to go further, people follow this page, Daniel Wellington, not just for watches, but they follow it because the content is good, good quality photos all over the place. And it's just fun to look at, okay? So here's a great example. Now, this next one, Ivy and Envy, is actually a dropshipping store that I know for a fact. This is a dropshipping store, okay? But they have outstanding photos. As you can see, they're doing the whole free watch thing. But they have a good photo of a watch, another good photo of a watch, and they mix it up, okay? They have good content, like, this is just, a random photo, but they kind of keep the whole hipster photographer, fashion kind of vibe, and everything is consistent, okay? So if you look down, another watch photo, but look, it's got, the coffee glass in it, it's got, it's aesthetically nice, all that kind of stuff. So how do you get photos like this? Well, I highly recommend buying the product yourself, which, costs like what, $2, $3, $5 max. Buy the product yourself and take photos of it yourself. Or if you can't take photos, find someone else that can, because like literally everyone is a photographer these days. Okay. But if you don't do that, you can probably just type it into Google and find like solid photos. Now, you might not be able to find a ton, but you might be able to find 1 or 2. That you can actually post on your Instagram, okay? So the main point here is to make sure that you have solid imagery. If you don't, people won't want to follow it, okay? Let's move on to another example, Clout Worldwide, okay? Again, 4 photos. They have bought followers, as you can see, 3,300 followers, because that's definitely not natural. Okay, but it doesn't matter if you only have 4 photos and the content's not good. Okay, they're getting good engagement probably just because they've run a bunch of ads. But the yeah, I mean this is just like stock photos of the image with like something thrown in the background. Okay, as opposed to something like this, Gaia Stock, which is an art brand. Okay, they sell like tapestries, bag cloths, like home decor, all that kind of stuff. And as you can see, they do have product photos. So like this one, product photo, all this stuff is product photos, but it's super relevant and it's a good solid photo of the product. Okay, it's not just this on a white background, but it's this with the couch, with the whole home decor, all that kind of stuff built in. And then occasionally they'll post something cool like this, or like this dog photo, or this house or whatever. And as you can see, 100,000 followers that they've got, and guys, they've only been around for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, because I've been following them for a little while. But yeah, so they have solid content and good engagement, 1,200, 1,300, 13,000 likes. So they get natural customers or organic customers just through their following. So that's another reason, like I said, to build a solid Instagram. Okay, one more example, and then we'll call it quits. But custom name necklaces. Okay, these are huge nowadays, and I see so many stores coming up and trying to sell these things. Okay. But a lot of them are like this one, customnamenecklace.com, with 89 followers, following 3 people. Okay, doesn't look legit. But then you look down to the content, and it's literally just like stock photos of the product. And you click on them, and they're not even good quality stock photos. They're like all blurry and pixelated and stuff. Okay, so of course nobody's going to want to buy through this because it just looks like a complete scam. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, we go over to a site called Galaxy Swap. And they sell the exact same thing. They sell name necklaces, right? But they have a unique marketing twist on it. They make everything into a meme. And these are actually all customer submissions, okay? They're people that have bought the product and send photos of themselves. But check this out. So if I ever have the honor of wearing someone's name on my neck, they better not be playing games because I ain't taking it off, okay? Just like a funny meme, but you can see the the name necklace featured there. Same here. This girl is obviously like super excited that she got this necklace on it. And tons of comments. Look at all these comments that they're getting. It's insane. And they actually use these for ads as well. I've seen them use them for ads. But this is the kind of stuff that people want to follow. And as you can see, 65,000 followers. Guys, they've only been around. They've only been promoting like super hardcore, I think, since like July, maybe August, something around there. So they built a following super fast because they built a brand around this. And also having customer submissions really helps in terms of building a brand. But anyway, so hopefully these examples were helpful for you guys to be able to see and differentiate between a good Instagram and a bad Instagram, and why it's important to actually build up a good one and spend time, because it does take time. I'm not going to lie. It takes me maybe like, I don't know, maybe a half an hour or so a day to actually maintain and keep up with the Instagram, but it's totally worth it because, like I said, I can post an ad and get 2 sales immediately, just off of that ad. So if this video was at all helpful for you guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also hit the like and the notification bell so you can be notified as soon as we drop the latest video, which again is every single day. And also I'm starting up a new series kind of about like the aesthetics and the whole design and branding of a dropshipping store, because I think it's something that not a lot of people have been talking about, and it's something that's very important. And actually I really like it because I'm into graphic design, that kind of stuff. I'm starting a series on that, and the next one, or one of the next ones I'm going to talk about, is website design. So if you have a website that you want to get reviewed, go ahead and leave it in the comment below, and I'm going to pick one person to do a live review on a video. I'm thinking of doing this, maybe 1-2 people. So if you have a website that you want reviewed, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and I'll check it out. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys tomorrow.